Welcome to Miami, where even in paradise, football is king. And tonight at Traz-Powell Stadium, one of the great high school rivalries in South Florida is renewed. It's Christopher Columbus taking on Miami Northwestern, the ESPN Rise High School Showcase. Now, welcome to the ESPN Rise High School Football Showcase, presented by Nike. Tonight in South Florida, two of the top 4 teams in one of the best football counties in America meet. Christopher Columbus takes on the Bulls of Miami Northwestern. Hi again, everyone. I'm Bob Wischusen alongside John Berger. Thanks for spending part of your night with us. And John, if you are the University of Miami, Florida State, Florida, South Florida, all of those colleges, you could pretty much make camp here and recruit your teams, right? This is about as talented an area as we have for college football recruits.
It really is. It's remarkable when you look at the number of Division I recruits that come out of this area. If you're an SEC school, you're here. If you're a Big Ten school, you're here. Miami, Florida, Florida State. There's more kids that go on to the next level in this county alone than any other county in the United States of America. And you're going to see a lot of that speed and athleticism out on the field today.
Well, we are right in the backyard of the University of Miami. They came to this rivalry to get their quarterback, Ja'Cory Harris, and they've come to get another quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater, who we will see tonight. He will be the next to go to take the Canes over, and Eli Rogers is his favorite recruit.
Yeah, and Teddy Bridgewater is really a unique quarterback at this level because of the pressure that he can put on you, both running the football and throwing the football. It makes no difference to him. He's going to attack a defense based on what they give him. Teddy Bridgewater right now has thrown for over 14 touchdowns, only 1 interception, but he's also run for 5 touchdowns. So what that tells you is he's mobile enough and he's athletic enough to create and improvise. That puts a lot of pressure on a defense.
Let's take a look at who is primed to perform tonight, brought to you by Gatorade. Christopher Columbus hopes it is this young man, Anthony Rabasa, who plays defensive end, and he's headed to Notre Dame.
Yeah, Anthony Rabasa is going to have a big game tonight. He's going to have to get in there and disrupt Teddy Bridgewater in that offense. He's a very active linebacker / defensive end, and he's going to have a huge game trying to create some chaos in the backfield of Miami Northwestern.
In the defensive backfield for Columbus, Deon Bush, who's only a junior. He's already on our watch list next year for the ESPNU Top 150. He might be the most talented secondary player for either of these two teams.
Yeah, I think you're right. And when I talked to Chris Merritt, the head coach, it's really a unique situation in that most of the time at the high school level, you're going to take your best defensive back and probably put him at the corner. And that's not what Chris Merritt does. They use him at the safety position, and they drop him down into the box as a hybrid / linebacker to get in there and help them on run support, and he's very good at it. Despite only being a junior, he without a doubt will be a Division I recruit next year.
Chris Merritt went to Indiana. He was a player there, a 4-year starter for the Hoosiers at safety, now in his 10th year at Christopher Columbus. And Billy Roll, who has become a high school coaching legend here in Miami, 74-14 already at Miami Northwestern. He's won 6 district championships, a couple of Class A state titles as well. And if you recognize the last name, you should. Obviously, the Roll family, of which he is a part, is football royalty here in South Florida, and we have a South Florida kind of night. Not too many clouds in the sky, 81 degrees, a light breeze. It is just perfect for football. Oscar Perez will kick off for Northwestern. They won the toss and deferred, so Columbus will start with the football, and we might have a turnover on the first play. The ball bounces out of bounds. Jesus Wilson bobbled the opening kickoff. So after all is said and done, it will be Christopher Columbus ball at their own 28-yard line. Wes Keller, a senior quarterback, who still has Kansas State and Florida State as some of the hopeful spots that he may end up, but he doesn't necessarily have the mobility that Garrett Fortner, the backup, has, but has the arm to run the spread offense, according to Chris Merritt. Although Garrett Fortner, number 15 on the sideline, we expect to see both quarterbacks at some point tonight. They'll run it with Colin Alford on first down, and Alford picks up 2. E.J. Roll brought down. Now, Tacoi Sumley is not on the field to start for Christopher Columbus. An apparent foot injury has him on the sideline. And John, that's a shame, at least for now for Columbus. We're told he may be able to get on the field at some point, but his wheels are something to watch.
Well, there's no doubt. Tacoi Sumley is arguably the fastest high school athlete in the United States of America. So Columbus needs him out on the football field to help stretch that defense for Miami Northwestern and create some points, some big plays downfield.
A little wide receiver hitch. And getting loose at midfield, Jonathan Williams, and he's got a first down. Play action for Keller. A dump into the flat. Concepcion down the sideline. And he is very close to another Columbus first down as we take a look at the Northwestern defense. Up front, Eric Kinsey and Melvin Sanat are a couple of pretty good anchors to that defensive line. Demetrius Allen listed as the 137th linebacker prospect, committed to FIU. And Hugh Graham was a USA Today All-American sprinter. Second down and 6, it's Alford again. He's got a first down to the 35-yard line.
Columbus just goes to the power run game, and this is what they're great at. Fernando Concepcion up front gets a great seal block, and then Colin Alford, you can see why he's averaging over 8 yards a carry on a second long there.
He's going to Notre Dame as a defensive end in the game as a blocker offensively. Alford turns the corner and pounds his way down to about the 26-yard line. That's another 8, maybe 9 yards. The Explorers at 5-0 last year won the District 14 Class 6A championship. Woodley up the middle. He's close to a first down. 9-yard gain for Lorenzo Woodley. It'll be third down and short. Alford down to about the 2-yard line. Well, this is a statement opening drive.
Yep.
Anthony Rabasa back in as the tight end set right. Alford again, walks into the end zone with a Columbus touchdown. What an opening drive.
Watch the blocking up front. Alford doesn't even get touched going into the end zone, and that's a function. Look at the offensive line that basically just caves.
To Miami Northwestern's offense for the first time tonight, Teddy Bridgewater in our ESPNU top 150. He's number 141, the 8th best quarterback prospect according to our ESPNU guys, and he's headed to Miami where he could be the quarterback of the future for the Canes. Bridgewater will keep it himself. And get back the penalty yards, plus maybe one more, so it will be second down and 9 as we take a look at the Northwestern offense. And it's a great group, John, of receivers.
Yeah, it really is. And this offense, this offense is built around the pass game, and they're just trying to get very athletic kids in space and let them do their thing.
Now a false start. They tried to up the tempo. Columbus brings a blitz. Bridgewater up the seam, and he's got his man for a first down. It's Kennedy. All the way out to the 35-yard line as Bridgewater leans into a strike. Gain of 24 yards.
You're going to see the arm strength from Teddy Bridgewater. Watch him step up into the pocket, and look at the arm strength. He throws it.
As a sophomore, about midway through the season, he took over at quarterback, and he's never not been the starter since. That's a first down completion again. Rankings. Going to Miami along with Bridgewater. This time, spreading it around, that's Dominique Rhymes. And as we take a look at the Columbus defense, and Anthony Rabasa heading to Notre Dame at defensive end anchors the group.
Yeah, Rabasa, one of the best defensive ends in the country. Very active kid, very athletic, mobile, and Columbus is going to depend on him to try to create some pressure on Teddy Bridgewater in that short passing game.
Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Swings one wide to Rogers. He gets loose down the sideline. Close to another first down.
And work our way down the field.
Bridgewater well protected right over the middle for a first down to the 19-yard line. Dominique Rhymes.
Nice ball over the top. Steps into the throw here. Big gainer. Big play for Miami Northwestern here early in the ball game.
Bridgewater already 8 of 9 for 70 yards. Make it 9 of 10. What might be the final play of the opening quarter. 2nd down and goal. Game clock down to 3 seconds. They get the snap off. Jenkins can't get there. Jarrell Jenkins stopped right at the 1-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. We start the second quarter. Miami Northwestern and Columbus. And Northwestern 3rd down and goal at the 1, trying to equal the opening drive of Christopher Columbus High School. The 17th play of this drive. Jarrell Jenkins didn't get there. Shut down before the goal line. It was Anthony Rabasa. And now what does Miami Northwestern do? They haven't attempted a field goal all season.
I think they're going to go for it, but that's the second play in a row, and the first one was right before the half. But watch Rabasa get down the line of scrimmage and just shed the blocks and disrupts the play, setting up the 4th down here for Miami Northwestern, and they're going for it.
Teddy Bridgewater goes under center. Jenkins again is the I-back. And some confusion in the backfield as to the formation. Bridgewater on a sneak. Moves the pile. No signal as of yet. Columbus thinks they have him stopped on 4th and goal. It's a goal line stand for the Explorers. Wes Keller fumbles the ball on the center exchange. But you'd have to think if it's on his side of the goal line, it's either a touchdown or a safety, depending on who recovered. Someone scored points for Miami Northwestern. It was either Wes Keller or someone at the bottom of the pile that recovered. It's a safety. Keller got the ball back, but it's still going to cost Columbus 2 points, and they'll have to kick it away.
Lyndon Edwards up front, fumbled snap. Lyndon Edwards heads up play, finds the ball, dives on it, huge play. Now Miami Northwestern set up with a great field position that can score here.
One of those true rivalry games.
Yeah, it really is. And Chris Merritt said, hey, look, it would be nice to get into the playoffs and not have to play either of those guys. That's just the way it is.
Here's Clinton Taylor bringing back the free kick after the safety. Taylor's got a step, still on his feet. Gets run over by his own man at the 44-yard line of Columbus. Harriman goes south instead of north and loses a couple. They wouldn't score points, though, on a drive that would stall at the 1-foot line. Now it's 3rd and 13. 3-man rush. Bridgewater tucks it under and he'll run. He's got a first down and more. Bridgewater on a keeper. A little read option on 3rd down and 2, and it looks like he's got the first down. Empty set. Eli Rogers back on the field in the slot left. Here comes the blitz. Bridgewater to the sideline. Low throw, and it looks like it was scooped up by Adonis Mack. No replay in high school. It's a 6-yard gain. Bridgewater tipped ball, and somehow it finds its way to Eli Rogers, and he's 9th play of this drive for Northwestern. 1st and goal at the 2. Bridgewater rolls out across his body, wide open in the back of the end zone is T.J. Kennedy for the touchdown. And it looks like Miami Northwestern might line up to go for 2.
Jarrell Jenkins did a nice job, drilled the blitzer, but that was a well-designed play. Teddy Bridgewater just allows Kennedy time to come across that formation. Well-executed offensive play.
And now the 2-point conversion attempt. Again, Northwestern hasn't attempted a field goal the entire year. So obviously much more comfortable running a 2-point play and trying to kick a point after. And that's broken up, so they'll have to settle for only 6.
Teams on our network, this is a ridiculous Saturday.
The toss to Alford, he wants to throw it, and he's brought down back at the 17-yard line. Coverage downfield allowed Devin Bennett. 3rd down and a mile now for Columbus, though. High throw, about 4 yards shy of a first down. Jonathan Williams makes a tough catch. But it's going to be 4th down, and Columbus is going to have to punt it away. Under some pressure, and Bridgewater goes down, sacked back at the 10-yard line. Matt LaRubia. Now he's got a sack to go along with the interception from last year. 3rd down and long. Bridgewater well protected this time. High throw over the middle. Tipped ball, intercepted. Picked off at the 30-yard line by Deon Bush. Off the hands of Eli Rogers. And now it appears they'll say incomplete.
Yeah, I think the officials are going to say the ball hit the ground. Bridgewater goes up. Eli Rogers elevates, and then Deon Bush
Good call.
comes over, and the ball does hit the ground. That was a good call by the officials. Barely. Deon Bush almost had an interception there. Just the tip of the football there grazed the grass. It's an opportunity for Columbus to work their way down the field here and pick up some points.
Keller tries to do it himself. Low snap, under pressure, and Keller is dumped back at the 40-yard line. Lyndon Edwards, who had 21 sacks for Miami last year. 4-man rush. Keller up the seams, got a first down and more. Inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line on the slant, goes Jesus Wilson.
Columbus, big play here late in the first quarter.
Keller to the sideline. Tacoi Sumler's got his first catch of the night. Again, it's Tacoi Sumler, who will be a star wide receiver for Chip Kelly at Oregon at the bottom of your screen. Instead, the throw goes the other way. Hauled in again by Wilson. Tries to reach for the pylon. Is he in? Touchdown. Jesus Wilson got loose down the sideline, and Columbus has the lead back.
Wilson does a good job when he comes across in motion here. Keller delivers the football behind him. He does a good job of adjusting to that. And then it was good downfield blocking there by Hernandez, which sprung him. That was a great well-executed drive by Columbus here, methodically working their way down the field here and making sure that they get points, and now they're going for 2.
They're going to chase the point now as they send Sumler in motion to try and stretch the lead. Colin Alford off the left side. He's in for the 2-point conversion. 4-man rush. The blitz gets to Bridgewater. He's in trouble and goes down at the 6. And now Columbus should call a timeout. Anthony Rabasa got through to help bring down Bridgewater.
Player, but he's got leg strength.
This time on a keeper. Keller caught from behind, but he's got a first down. It'll be a 43-yard try for Wes Keller to try and score points for Columbus before halftime. High snap. It's got the distance. Just misses wide right. For a high school kicker, that was a pretty good try from 43 yards away. So pretty good field position turns into terrible field position to start the 3rd quarter. Bridgewater, quick hitch to the near side to Dominique Rhymes. Northwestern hurt themselves a couple times. Rhymes again, same play, same result. Bridgewater into the secondary with a first down out to the 40-yard line. He's got a first down at the 40-yard line. Comes in cold off the bench. And they trap a handoff to Jenkins. Sherrell Jenkins. Bridgewater comes back to a wide open Kennedy down the sideline. First down and more, all the way down to the 32-yard line of Columbus. Bridgewater with a pump fake. The home run to the sideline. It's intercepted by Dagnes. It is an interception. Brandon Dagnes jumps in front and picks it off. And Miami Northwestern has turned it over.
Teddy Bridgewater gives a little pump fake, but watch Brandon Dagnes not having any of it. Doesn't buy it for a second. Adjusts to the football in the air and comes down with the pick. They were trying to catch Dagness. He's sleeping a little bit.
Only the second interception thrown this season by Teddy Bridgewater. On first down and end around. Sumler can't turn the corner. Second down and 12. Keller rolls out. It's Sumler up the sideline. He's got a first down. Alford right up the gut. Still on his feet to midfield. Finally brought down. In Miami Northwestern territory, a gain of 14 yards and a first down for Columbus.
This is the third time we've seen the same play tonight. And look at the blocking up front by Concepcion and Potter, and just blowing that hole open for Alford. And you can see why he averages over close to 9 yards a carry. What a huge pickup there.
Second down and 9 at the 48. Keller right up the middle. Check that, Garrett Fortner on the keeper, all the way down to the 31-yard line. The backup quarterback comes in. Play action. In the flat, it's Concepcion. Out of the power eye, Lorenzo Woodley has the first down. Inside the 15, still on his feet. Look at him move the pile down to about the 12. Transferred to Westminster Christian after 1 year, but his first high school on a march. There goes Woodley into the end zone for a touchdown. Lorenzo Woodley stretches the Columbus lead.
Lorenzo Woodley, this is the second time that Fernando Concepcion, number 60, watch him pull around and just seal block, and Woodley just does the rest. Great protection or great blocking up front. And Lorenzo Woodley puts his team up there now comfortably with a 22-8 lead here. Dominant performance by the offensive line for Columbus High School.
Miami Northwestern back to the offense. Teddy Bridgewater underneath. He's got Clinton Taylor. That's good for a first down. Bridgewater with a slant again. This time good for about an 8-yard gain. Again to Clinton Taylor. To the outside, that's good for a first down to Kennedy. Bridgewater again up the right seam. Again, it's Taylor. First down to the 41-yard line of Columbus as Teddy Bridgewater has worked the right sideline. Bridgewater, for the first time on this drive, looks to the field side and has another completion. Jenkins up the middle. Runs hard down to the 15. Here comes the blitz. Bridgewater under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked at the 26. Third down and 21. They have to get inside the 5 to pick up a first down. Bridgewater will tuck it under and run. They'll go out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Now, this is a team that hasn't attempted a field goal all season. Here comes the blitz. Bridgewater floats it over the middle, and it's incomplete. And a 2-touchdown lead. Back to the ground attack. Colin Alford gets to the sideline. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards, though. Keller, bubble screen. Making the catch, PJ Fernandez. There he goes. Fernandez has a first down. 16 more. Trap handoff to Alford. More running room. Another first down. Out of bounds for the most part. Nothing there on second down. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Huge play for the Miami Northwestern defense, though, on third down and 6 to open the fourth. They have to have a stop. The toss to Woodley. He's got a first down and more. Lorenzo Woodley with his second rushing touchdown here in the second half. And this is our boom play of the game presented by Nike.
Yeah, it was a huge 3rd and 6, and they give the football to Lorenzo Woodley. And look at the blocking by 83 Ross Johnson. Then the wide receiver downfield, Kendrick Washington, picks up another huge block. Outstanding performance by the offensive line for Columbus on a key 3rd and 6 play. They go to the run play. They get the look that they want.
Teddy Bridgewater on the sideline. Elgin Hilliard in the game at quarterback. So the backup quarterback now has to try and lead a comeback for Northwestern. Only his third completion of the season. Finds Eli Rogers. Now they'll say it's incomplete. Up the sideline, staying inbounds and fighting his way for a first down is Clinton Taylor. So Columbus down 2 defensive starters right now. Perriman again. He's got a first down out to the 49-yard line. And another player for Columbus slow to get up. It's Rabasa again. Anthony Rabasa couldn't get back on side, and a flag comes out. How do you possibly call him for being offsides when he's down on all fours and he's hurt? Unless they call a penalty against Miami Northwestern, but in that situation, how do you do anything but stop play to allow trainers to attend to the injured player?
And then at the end of all of it, they got Miami Northwestern for delay again.
Well,
I'm not sure I'm connecting all these dots, but
that's a crazy call.
Somewhere it makes sense.
You can't call delay of game on an offensive team that's waiting for the officials to react to an injured defensive player.
By the way, Rabasa was 5 yards in the backfield of Miami Northwestern saying, I can't stand up, guys. Can you stop the clock and let me get off the field?
Well, after a very difficult to digest delay of game penalty, I would think for Northwestern, it's 1st and 15. More flags. Another false start called against Northwestern. And things going from bad to worse for Northwestern. They've got their backup quarterback in the game, the star Teddy Bridgewater on the sideline. Hilliard up the seam, laying out to make a terrific catch is Eli Rogers.
Eli Rogers gets in the face on the crossing route, and Hilliard does a nice job of just threading it in a very small window there.
Quick handoff to Perriman. Hilliard intercepted. Down at the 6-yard line, picked off by Devin King. And Northwestern selling out to stop the run with 6 players right up on the line. It hasn't worked all night. Alford turns the corner. Out close to the 15-yard line. Alford back in the game. Instead, a lob down the sideline. And it's hauled in. What a terrific catch by Sumler. Tacoi Sumler out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Except a penalty was called against Columbus to wipe away a great catch.
That was a perfect ball by Wes Keller, and Tacoi Sumler uses the sideline as his friend, buys himself some time and plenty of space to operate.
Wow.
And Keller just drops it over his shoulder where only his player could come up with it.
Toss to Alford. Dragging another tackler all the way out to about the 25-yard line. Back to the offense for Northwestern, but they need a miracle. Elgin Hilliard, the backup quarterback, drills one into Eli Rogers. 9-yard gain on first down. 3rd down and 3. And off to Jenkins, and he's brought down shy of the first down. And they go for it on 4th and a yard and a half. Hilliard looking for room, stumbles. And he'll go down shy of the first down. For the 3rd time tonight, Columbus turns over Northwestern on downs. Not the same story tonight. Alford to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4 with 3.5 minutes to go. And he's got another first down. Blasting into the secondary again is Lorenzo Woodley. On what ought to be the last play of the game. End around to Kenrick Washington. He's brought down to the 33-yard line, and the Miami Northwestern Bulls are already lined up to do the handshake. We have to wonder if Christopher Columbus High is going to break into our ESPN Rise Fab 50. If you knock off the number 39 team by that type of a margin, you probably deserve to be in this group, and that would make 10 schools from Florida in the top 50 in America.
Yeah, I would think that that's pretty much predetermined. I saw a team lose in 1-2 to like 38, so I would think the win tonight, dominant win tonight by Columbus.
29-8 is the final score as Chris Merritt's team goes to 6 6-0 to start off the year, and they get a signature win against Miami Northwestern. The Bulls fall to 4-2. Of course, they lost to Miami Central 25-22 last Friday night in their last game. So for Miami Northwestern to lose 2 games in a row, that is a solar eclipse here in South Florida. That does not happen too often.
No, it doesn't happen, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to Columbus. They had a great game plan coming into it. Very disciplined football team, both offense and defensively. They were really dominant up front by their offensive line, and their defense was just dialed in that soft zone coverage, really frustrated Teddy Bridgewater, and that was a big win. Give them a lot of credit. Chris Merritt, great high school football coach, and this team plows on toward what looks like an opportunity to go play for a state championship. This is a very well-coached football team.
Well, there are some great teams down here. Obviously, Thomas Aquinas is one of the best teams nationally on a year-by-year basis, and they might be the best team in Dade County. And Miami Central beat Miami Northwestern last Friday, but only by 3, not by this type of a margin. And a tough night for Teddy Bridgewater as the quarterback of the future at the University of Miami on television tonight for the first time. Sees his night end early and his team basically get blown out.
Yep, there was a dominant win, and Teddy Bridgewater, he'll come back. You know, he nicked up his ankle, looked like a high ankle sprain, and Eli Rogers, tonight he struggled with the same injury, but you know, they'll go back to the drawing board. Coach Roll will get them back and get them prepared to play next week.
Once again, our final score, 29-8, Columbus wins it over Miami Northwestern. Coming up next on ESPNU, one of the great scenes in all of college sports, Midnight Madness. College football fans, you won't want to miss the experts. 6 experts, an unfiltered conversation you won't want to miss as well. Tuesdays at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPNU. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Now back to Bram Weinstein in our ESPNU studio.